he was there inside that ring with Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. Thomson is a southpaw, leading up with the right hand. Now they've had one common opponent. Thomson lost a decision to Yevgeny Romanov, and Romanov was actually the last opponent of Yunovidov, and he knocked him out in the 5th round.
Well, as Andy was talking about, all these heavyweights have got that knockout punching power.
Oh yeah, 9 knockouts and 16 wins for Thomson, 7 knockouts and 11 wins for Yunovidov.
He is quite highly rated, Yunovidov. He signed with a fighter there, and the idea was that he'd win that fight, but he was in with a fellow undefeated fighter and got knocked out in the 4th round, which is very much an occupational hazard as a heavyweight. So it's been a little bit of a rebuild for him since then, but there's been quite a lot invested in him.
And for Thomson, you know, he's a road warrior. He's had 5 fights outside of South Africa. He lost 4 of those 5 fights on hostile territory, and now he's in the Philippines. He's fought in Tanzania, he's fought in Russia, where he lost. He's fought in Uzbekistan, and he's fought in Birmingham, UK.
I saw that fight in Birmingham against Solomon Dakers. He was a decent heavyweight, not a particularly big heavyweight, not a particularly big puncher, and he went the 10 rounds there, boxing out of the away corner. So he's mixed it up a bit during his career. He's boxed out the home corner in South Africa and then hit the road. But he's made a good start here, isn't he?
He's standing his ground against Yunovidov.
Final 30 seconds here of our very first round. We are scheduled for 8.
Throwing some power punches is Thomson. Nice right uppercut coming from Yunovidov. What you like about Yunovidov is that he leads off with either his left or his right, and he's catching Thomson off guard. Thomson not able to anticipate which is going to be the lead. Thomson to wear himself out with those power punches. Let's see what happens here in round number 2. Good defense here by Yunovidov as he holds both of his arms up high. Thomson might want to attack the body a little bit more with that high guard of Yunovidov.
You're right, that's where you want to go with him, isn't it? Because the way he holds those gloves, the elbows far away from the body, and the body's on offer pretty much all of the time. He found it quite a lot in that 1st round. Yunovidov just trying to get on top of him a little bit up close here and work away on the inside.
Watch your head.
Some body shots coming from Thomson. Thomson likes to fight from the inside, but that uppercut is connecting for Yunovidov.
Yunovidov just clubbing around the side of the head with the right hand. What's interesting about this is that it's Yunovidov who's brought it here, isn't it, in this 2nd round. He's the one who's decided he's going to step on Thomson, try and crowd him a bit, don't give him too much room, get on top of him like he is there, push off with the forearm a bit, rough him up. And you see that front foot there, he's just creeping in, taking that space. Wants to end up on the shoulder. This is obviously how he feels he can get the better of things. He doesn't want to keep it too long.
So far, it's power versus power. It's a slugfest right here. It's toe-to-toe fighting.
Stop!
Forget about distance, forget about jabs. These guys are going at it. They want to take each other out, that's for sure. All those short punches coming from both fighters have to hurt. Thomson getting a little bit of separation.
It suits him more, doesn't it, when it's like that? When he's just got a little bit more room, he can get those levers a bit freer, go down to the body, look for that uppercut up the centre. But Yunovidov is, again, just right on him here, trying to get onto his shoulder and really sap his energy. That's where Thomson wants it, right there, that kind of middle range.
He need to take a step back just to get that distance to throw his punches.
Hey, stop,
He's
stop,
connecting
stop,
rather
stop.
consistently, Thomson.
Oh, stop. Listen, listen. Hey!
Actually, a good round for Thomson.
Third round.
There's been a lot
Three
thrown,
now
hasn't
underway.
there?
Go ahead.
There's been a lot thrown in those first couple of rounds. So this is a hard fight to be in. It's got tough pretty quick. Both in great shape.
Thomson doubling up on that right jab. And remember, he's fighting out of the southpaw stance. Seems to be giving Yunovidov a little bit of trouble. Yunovidov, however, now closing the distance between the two of them, shortening the gap. But here's Thomson continuing to assault the side of the body of Yunovidov.
Stop!
See that uppercut once more,
Watch your head.
coming from the Russian.
Okay? Get your head.
I can't help but notice Sammy Burnham looks like he's dwarfed by these two giants in the ring.
Well, as we mentioned, this is the heavyweight division.
Yeah.
No legs.
And you know, talking about the heavyweight division, when this Thrill in Manila golden anniversary was being planned, Senator Manny Pacquiao said, you can't have a Thriller in Manila golden anniversary without a heavyweight contest. I mean, Ali and Frazier were heavyweights. So he gave marching orders to MP Promotions head Sean Gibbons, get me two heavyweights. And here they are.
And it's a good fight, like the first fight. It's a good fight, it's well matched. And Yunovidov again in this round, he's really just looking to get on Thomson and just try and break his will a bit here. That's what's going on here. And that's what makes it so good to watch, because Thomson won't have it. He's digging those toes in, he's letting his hands go, but he's having to work hard here. He's putting a lot into these punches. I don't know how much longer he can keep this up for, to be honest.
Those uppercuts of Yunovidov, they're taking a toll on Thomson.
Okay, stop.
Well, Thomson breathing hard.
Yeah, he is
His
breathing.
mouth is open.
He was breathing hard right after the first round. But what seems to favor Thomson is that there's not too much leg movement either way. So he's not expending energy moving around. He's comfortable just fighting straight up, head-to-head against his opponent. He needs a little bit of that distance to be able to throw his shots.
back.
But here's, Yunovidov, the Russian is being very patient against his South African opponent.
That's a good uppercut on the inside there for Yunovidov. And you see Thomson there sets his feet and looks to try and finish the round strong, and he gave a good account of himself.
This is now round number 4 of a scheduled 8. Yunovidov up against Thomson.
Neither fighter has been hurt so far. They've been trading some power shots. More power actually coming from the punches of Thomson than Yunovidov. But maybe it's time for Yunovidov to step on the gas and start showing what he can do.
I think he will look to try and turn the screw a bit this round, Yunovidov. Because more power has been coming from Thomson at times, but also a lot more effort.
Thomson, certainly the busier fighter, throwing a lot of punches and keeping a safe distance away from Yunovidov.
Good work. Shot. Again. On that line.
That was a good combination from Yunovidov. Nice 1-2 upstairs. But that's good defensively from Thomson, just catching that jab, going down to the body.
Yunovidov is actually more. Oh, big punch coming from Yunovidov. Again, that right uppercut on the money for Yunovidov.
He's feeling these, Thomson, now. He's in a bit of trouble here, I think. He's digging in and letting his hands go. He always has something to say, doesn't he? Just when you feel like Yunovidov might be really getting on top there, he came back with 2 or 3, but he is turning the screw here, Yunovidov, in this round, definitely.
Well, this is his best round, definitely, of the 4. That's a nice right, though, by Thomson.
Big right hand coming from Thomson.
They're an absolute hidden gem in your house. Snap
Back to the traditional amateur continental style of jab straight combination straight up. Those punches are being blocked by Thomson. But if he's throwing hooks and if he's throwing his uppercuts, then he's a lot more effective. As he did just then when he threw that right uppercut. That's when he can catch Thomson.
The slightly distressing thing for Thomson as well is that up until this point, the body work that he's been landing hasn't really shown any sign of taking too much of a toll on Yunovidov. Now that can quickly change, but we're nearly at the halfway point now, and he's done well in the first half of the fight here, Thomson, but I fear for him in the second half a bit. Honestly, he's shown us plenty of courage here already, but this is going to get rough for him in the second 4 rounds.
By the International Boxing Association. As we enter round number 5.
Thomson has actually made a good account of himself. Yunovidov came into this fight as a heavy favorite, considering he's lost only once. Thomson has lost 6 times.
That's a good right hand there from Thomson, really stepped into that one. At the halfway stage, the way it's poised is interesting because in terms of the scoring, he could be ahead here, Thomson. He could be ahead, and Yunovidov has got it to do in the second half in terms of clicking through the gears, but you do feel that he's capable of doing it, but he does have to do it.
Well, personally, I do agree with you. I think Thomson is ahead here.
Short punches. Think speed, not power. Think speed, not power.
There's that little uppercut on the inside. But the right hand to the body comes back as well.
Well, nice change of levels from both these gentlemen.
I thought at this stage, Thomson would have run out of gas, but he's still in there fighting, slugging it out with Yunovidov. And he's excelled, not only from a distance, but he's also doing well in the infighting.
No, credit to him, credit to him. He's showing us a lot here. There's some blood coming out of his mouth, I think. Thomson, as he just leans over the shoulder there of Yunovidov. It's been another bruising encounter, this, a bit like the first fight we saw, but when it's heavyweights whacking each other at 225 plus, the pair of them, you can feel these, you can hear them, can't you?
Well, for you, Yunovidov, this is his first fight outside of Russia. For Thomson, as we said earlier, he's a road warrior. He doesn't care where he fights. He's in there to try to fight and win.
30 seconds. Good.
Only punch. Step up, no punching, no punching.
And what's clear here is that Thomson is roughhousing. He's bullying Yunovidov, and I'm not sure if Yunovidov is used to this style. Look at Thomson, the way he's roughhousing and bullying and throwing a lot of weight on Yunovidov.
That was terrific from Thomson, that combination, and then just rolled away to his right-hand side underneath the left. That's to win these rounds, Yunovidov. He's got to keep the tempo high here and really take it to Thomson. It's not going to be easy, this, not at all, but he's got to grind this out.
No holding. Stick back.
Well, he's starting out a little bit more active, talking about Georgiy.
Well, we saw in the first round, and we did comment that Yunovidov was leading off with either the right or left, and he was doing a good job of it because he was catching Thomson flat-footed either way.
No holding.
But then things started to change somehow. Thomson got his distance, got his confidence, and started to attack the body of Yunovidov with authority. What you'd like to see more of from Yunovidov is that uppercut. That right uppercut has been money for Yunovidov.
This is grueling stuff. It really is. He goes down to a knee there, Yunovidov, and the referee's saying that Thomson pushed him down, so he hasn't given the knockdown. But
Okay, time out.
they're just waiting to try and see if the other one's going to give any ground and come apart a bit. And there's no real sign of that. Just before he went down to the canvas there, Yunovidov,
There's some loose tape.
Thomson just shrugged him off and then just let his hands go.
Corner.
And this is what we've seen throughout the fight. Just when you think Yunovidov might be just getting an angle on him and getting on top of him, he comes back.
I thought there might have been a low blow on that occasion. I thought Thomson might have hit him below the belt. Action moving on. And Thomson, so intense, so aggressive in this fight, that he's trying his own version of an uppercut.
Hold it back.
There's some loose tape once again there, this time on the right hand of Yunovidov, but the referee lets it go.
That's a solid right hand from Thomson. He's just setting his feet to put everything into these punches, and I didn't think he'd be able to sustain this. I'll be honest, halfway I thought the second half of the fight would be Yunovidov's, but Thomson is giving us a big performance here.
He is definitely holding his own.
You can hear the grunt of Thomson every time he throws a punch. And I tell you, there's a lot of power behind every punch that he throws. But this guy, Yunovidov, he's durable. He can take a lot of those shots. Those are power shots that land on the side of his body. But Yunovidov hasn't been hurt at all, I think, in this fight so far.
Another one like that.
You know, Thomson is nicknamed the Wolf, and you know he's earning that ring name. That's for sure.
Okay, step back, man.
He's hunting down Yunovidov
hold
like
me.
a wolf, and he's howling like a wolf. Nice
Hey!
shot coming from Yunovidov, just as I said that
Faster.
in the round.
Penultimate round here. We're scheduled for 8.
Left jabs coming from Yunovidov. That's not going to be enough to back off Chris Thomson.
He's a man on a mission tonight, Chris Thomson. He started quick, he started well. We asked the question, or rather I did, right at the start of the first round as to whether he'd be able to keep this up, and he has been able to keep it up. And again there, he's just sets his feet, finishes a combination of the right hand to the body. He slammed that in a number of times, and the fact that Yunovidov has just been able to take it is to his credit, but he's landed it repeatedly.
Thomson is looking fresher than ever.
Well, he's giving as much as he's taking.
Step back.
I want you to wait too long on the inside. Don't wait too long.
I don't know if that grunting is intimidating Yunovidov.
Flurry, 1 minute exchange.
Yunovidov really needs to find a clear target for his shots. He needs to hurt Thomson
I said step back.
right here, right now. This is round number 7. This fight is slipping away from the Russian.
Flurry, don't let him win the exchange.
Good right to the body from Yunovidov, but Thomson comes straight back, and he absolutely has to win these last couple of rounds. And I wouldn't say that he's been waiting for Thomson to cooperate exactly, but I don't think he's forced the issue enough. He hasn't been first enough. He hasn't
Stop.
thrown
I
enough
said stop. Listen.
volume. And the reason is he's been in with somebody who's fighting a really, really good fight here in Thomson. But I just get the feeling that Yunovidov maybe assumes that his opponent was going to unravel and wilt a bit, and it just hasn't happened.
It could be that Yunovidov is not used to the kind of rough housing that Thomson is showing. You know, in the amateur division, they don't rough house. They like to box, and maybe Yunovidov is not used to this kind of bullying. But look at Thomson, the way he's attacking Yunovidov.
Watch your head.
He's like a bull inside that ring. Listen to him grunt like a wolf.
Little flurry there
Elbow. Okay, step
from
back.
Chris.
He's howling like a wolf.
He's outworked Yunovidov right from the very first round.
10 seconds. Yes, again. Make sure.
Nice little flurry there, just to try to get the nod of the judges here in this round.
Rolling bands. Time.
Everything he throws, you match.
And the touch gloves right before the beginning of the final round.
Let's see whether Yunovidov can turn on the heat and reverse the tide. But look at Thomson. He continues to grunt and grind.
That right hand to the body landing a couple of times at the start of the round again.
Time out.
As Shannon Stridham sent him out for the final round, Thomson just taking him back now to trim a bit of tape, I think, off the wrist of that glove. As the trainer sent him out, so what's been impressive here?
Were you answering?
Right uppercut connecting there for Yunovidov. Talking the head back of Thomson.
Make sure.
There he goes.
There's another flurry here
That
from Thomson.
explosion of Thomson is very intimidating, if I might say.
He's hurting him. Keep that energy.
And we've been talking a lot the last couple of days, thinking about the thriller in Manila, about heart and desire and strength of will and just a refusal to break. And that's what we've seen here from Thomson. It's been a really, really good performance from him. Halfway, I questioned whether he could keep this up. I was totally wrong.
Double, not 1, 2, 3.
Holding.
Considering that Thomson,
Stop. No
when
punching.
he fought
Okay, no punching.
Yunovidov in 2023 in Uzbekistan, he lost on a first-round knockout. So I thought he was going to go very early and very easily. But like you, Andy, I'm quite surprised by his performance.
But he's proving his durability right here tonight.
He stood up here to Yunovidov.
Early stoppages as a heavyweight are an occupational hazard, aren't they? There's something that can happen, and against Bakare Jalolov, something they've seen a lot in the amateurs and as a pro, it's something that can happen. Big right hand came in there from Yunovidov as Thomson was walking forward, and he looked slightly unsteady for a second. Bit of damage to his left eye.
Huge welt under his left eye. But he just scored a big left hand that rocked Yunovidov back on his heels. And Thomson just continues to plot his way through that defense of Yunovidov.
What you got? Yes,
Final 20 seconds, and he's giving it his all.
He's just overpowering Yunovidov.
And he's just punching himself to an absolute standstill here, Thomson, as the bell approaches. This has been a grueling, really hard heavyweight fight. 8 rounds there, where an incredible amount of leather was thrown between the pair of them. It was great to watch again.
Manny Pacquiao.
Okay, fight fans, here
In
at
the
the
ring.
Araneta Coliseum.
And let's turn it over to Ted Lerner.
Before we go to the scorecards, that was very unusual for us to see heavyweights here in Manila. That was definitely enjoyable. How about a round of applause for 2 guys giving us a real treat here in Manila? giving it their all. Thank you, guys. All right, after 8 rounds of boxing, the heavyweight division, we go to the scorecards. Judge Edward Nobleza sees the bout 78-74. Noel Haduka sees the bout 77-75. And Danilo Lopez sees the bout 78-74. All for the winner by unanimous decision. And now the IBA Pro Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion from South Africa, Chris Thomson.
No doubt about that decision.